the Nomad Thrower Yo-Yo Archives. We're using the Black Hole Mini. You might want to use a smaller throw, just like this, for the second part of Yuuki Slack. It's kind of a tighter formation. Close enough. So there are actually two ways of getting into Yuuki Slack. You have the old school one, where it kind of takes you to a double or nothing kind of. You do a trapeze, and you're pinching, palm up, index and thumb. You're pinching it, and you're carrying the Slack over, and you're intercepting it with your third hand index, like so. Just like that. Now, notice you're on a string, you want to dismount, and you want your third hand about this distance from the yo. You're pretty close, and you're set to do Yuuki Slack. There's a more modern way of getting into Yuuki Slack by Dylan Kowalski, however. It's very similar to Cheese Whip. That gets you to a wrist mount, but you're not putting your wrist in the slack. You're pinching the same way, and you just want to put the the slack, over your third hand wrist. So Dylan Kowalski's method is kind of a combination of a reverse slack trapeze and cheese whip. But you don't want to have your third hand in the slack, and you want to intercept the slack rather than let it fall in the gap of the yo-yo. Just like that. Now, if you notice, the first method, the yo-yo is already on a string. It's off the string, so it actually reduces one step to the trick, which is kind of cool. So once again, the original method, boom, you're set to do Yuuki Slack. And then the second method by Dylan Kowalski, boom. All right, so now that you got that down, what you're doing is you're keeping your third hand pinched. You're going left twice, and then you're going to intercept the slack down. So it's left twice down, and then right twice up. So it's down, up, left first, and then right first. So, and what that does is you're canceling out string tension, and also canceling out getting a knot. That's why it's necessary to go 2 times to the left and 2 times to the right. They cancel out each other. All right, so finally, you're going to go into the string once, and then the string is over the gap as it should be, and then twice. And it carries over, and you have the slack, which you can intercept with your third hand. So down. And now the second part of this is you're going to go on up, and then go towards your third hand side once. And now the string should be on the bottom gap, and then twice, and you can intercept it just like that. I'm going to break it down one more time for you. string should be under the gap when you come around. All right. So now we're going to transition to Yuuki Slack 2.0. You can do 2 or 4 repetitions of Yuuki Slack. It doesn't really matter. But you want to, once you come back on the down part, what you want to do, see, you've been keeping that pinch the whole time. What you want to do is roll over to your not through hand index and let go of that pinch. And then pinch again. And then be just like this. And you're going to just hop over like that. Essentially, you want to do 1.5 revolutions of Yuuki Slack 1 in order to make it look pretty clean. So we're going to do 1.5 revolutions. I just did 1 revolution, so we're going to do half of a second one, basically, and we're going to be on the down motion. And now this is where you want to undo the pinch and then roll over onto it like a mini trapeze. And then you want to pinch again, and basically you want to land on the trapeze just like that. And you have your thumb and index. You just want to have your thumb, and you're going to hop over your third hand wrist, and you go over your not third hand index, and over your third hand index. So you want to just tap that string under, and then swing just like that. And notice you have your not third hand on the string the whole time. Your not third hand thumb is going to be engaged in the string the whole time. So there you go. All right. So we're going to get to our Yuuki Slack 2.0 position, and you're going to go over the string, keep that pinch. So you kind of want to have your throw hand a little bit further out than your non-throw hand, and it's important you keep your non-throw hand thumb in the string. So you're going to pinch, index, and thumb on your throw hand. You're going to let go of the loop on your non-throw hand, and instead of doing a down and an up motion like Yuuki Slack 1, you just want to just kind of keep your throw hand like this. So Yuuki Slack 2.0 is basically you going on top of the string and carrying the slack over, and then going under the string, carrying the slack over twice. You notice I'm keeping the string on my non-throw hand thumb the whole time, and that is just important to note if you're having trouble with Yuuki Slack 2.0. And it's just, you want to make sure that the yo-yo carries over twice, and you should be good to go. And you just kind of want to get to a trapeze and bind. Close enough.